EA Sports. It's in the game.
You can't catch my way.
Today, from Bills Stadium. In Orchard Park, New York. Tyler Bass. It's the AFC Wildcard round on EA Sports.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
And what an important January in the start of this run for him, because that phrase, a sense of urgency, he feels it. At this stage in his career, he's done everything an individual can do. The one thing that's eluded him,
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. is down deep into Buffalo territory.
Number 13.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 67 yards. First down, Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And, of course, it's been mentioned all week in the run-up to the game, but guess what? We're going to say it again. Normally the number 2 seed, they get to sit at home and watch this game because they would have gotten an open week, a bye week, and gotten ready to play in the next one. But now they have to play the number 7 seed, and we know that's a dangerous game. Are they good enough to win it? Should they win it? Of course. But we also understand they're going to need a big performance from their quarterback in order to advance.
Kari Willis there to bring him down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, but 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down by
Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
28-yard line.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kari Willis.
Intercepted by the Colts.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Indianapolis.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's brought down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Rivers on the money, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Colts 7, Bills nothing.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, Rivers. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a run with Singletary. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to the end zone real fast.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side.
Brings up 2nd and
Going with Moss on the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers fighting Hilton on the slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Colts.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
Rivers.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
3-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. The pressure gets to him again. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. The left side caught by Diggs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of
both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bills take over.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And they've got to figure out how to stop some of the highlights that we're seeing on the screen here.
And what it feels like, he's going to say it doesn't matter what you put out.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
It's a gain of
Allen from the gun on third down.
And 6.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's got this down to the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
Now Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go right back to Singletary. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level. You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me, what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his hand back together in case he gets another shot.
At the 27-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Josh Norman.
From the gun, Rivers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Stephon Diggs.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play that time as we have now reached the end of the third quarter of play.
14. Bills 7.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power and scored.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old
13 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, fourth quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
T.Y. Hilton. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now it's Hines. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Naheem Hines, the ball carrier.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, moving forward, another quick drive and out. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
play fake. Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And Oliver getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And Oliver, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
To return is Roberts. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
They will run with Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary again. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Moss. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And Oliver, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra set. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. Score, or they throw a pick 6 or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. A short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Jones.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
For Buffalo Bills.
Here's Singletary. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, been pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later night?
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to a big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. What can Rivers do in the OT? Caught left side by Hilton. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
The quarterback sack.
And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Singletary. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. This to win it in overtime. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. They had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run with Moss. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he is going to have the Bills 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Darius Leonard on
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. But couldn't hang on 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
6-yard line.
Now a run with Singletary. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to go in overtime. We will keep playing if we need to. We are all tied up. 2nd and 9. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down.
He was defended by Julian Blackman.
From the gun, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. On the give, this is Singletary. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Makes the score Bills 17. Colts.
The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.